the fires that have been happening in Australia. So it's people are dying, animals, there's so many ecosystems that have died out, like over 500,000 animals have already died. And like I was just talking about the koalas, but there's even a little island that's real touristy, and it's called Kangaroo Island, and it's burnt. Like they were out there trying to save kangaroos, and even on the fence I even saw a picture that he was completely burned and he was on the fence just like trying to get out a little baby. And it's just really sad because...
How did the fire start?
Yeah, it's just all warming stuff.
It's global warming. Yeah, it's because of the climate change.
Oh, wow.
So it got so hot that...
So Mother Earth is striking back.
Yeah, bushfires.
And Australia was already one of the hottest places in the world. Already.
Yeah, it's very deserty. There's a lot of savannas and all this bullshit. So it's easy to catch on fire, and especially them trying to conserve their animals. There's a lot of places that don't have buildings and shit like that. So what's the easiest thing to catch on fire? All of this land. So yeah, I was just trying to bring up, and then I was really pissed off. I got on Twitter. Y'all saw my Twitter. I got so mad because now it's been going on for what, 3 months?
Yeah, about a solid 3 months.
About 3 months, and it's like now we are worrying about it all. Like, and I'll say little people because we don't have this big following, we don't have this huge voice, and that's what we're trying to go for. That's our goal. But the people who are at that point in that stage of their lives, they're barely bringing awareness for everyone else. Like, people listen to what these celebrities say and what, like, hey, we want you to go donate to this. And people will go and donate because that's their role model or whatever. And it's like, it took y'all 3 months to start like, it's a simple post on your story that you could have posted to bring awareness, and y'all are barely doing this.
Because of these celebrities now.
Well, no.
I'm gonna be honest though, I didn't even know about it till now. Like, what if you? On a real talk, I just found out yesterday that Australia was on fire.
And how did you find out? Because it was on like the internet?
Yeah, it was like on an article that and I think it was like fire everywhere on the whole country, and like I had been to Australia, so like I stay in contact with some people over there, and I didn't have any awareness at all until like yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate, but I agree. Somebody should have did something. We are too connected as a society, as human beings, for this to not be talked about. More importantly, the question I always have, even when I find awareness, is what can be done, right?
Yeah.
Like, do they have funds already set up for these people? Hey, do Kanar know you gotta have a plan? But once again, this is a whole other country, and so I don't know if there is a plan. I don't know if there is a way to help. I know in America you got the Red Cross and FEMA and things of that nature. And so, do you have any of that information?
Yeah. So I got this. So in case y'all listening, y'all see this, there are GoFundMe's for like the koalas. They have help thirsty koalas. They have save koala bushfire victims, because they even have a koala hospital that's completely full. And
that's tragic.
Yeah, so like it sucks. And then so there's that one. There's wires.org.au. There's RSPCA. That's the New South Wales. That's to help the bushfires. There's Australian Red Cross. There's the Salvation Army from Australia. There's the Rural Fire Service.
Donate $1 and help, man.
Just help, because it's the animals and it's the people. Like, people are in their houses dying.
It's a world tragedy.
Yeah, and it's the whole place. Like, it's a whole continent. You gotta be kidding me if you can't help a whole continent. That's a whole continent. Like, how would you feel if that would happen in America?
So what is the government doing to solve it? Are they just trying to splash as much water down on them, or
They're just trying to put them out, but even when they put them out, since it's so hot there, they can start up tomorrow. And like today, they finally got rain, and so they were super happy about that. But and then tomorrow, if the sun comes out and it's 90, 100 degrees and something starts on fire, that whole thing can start on fire again.
Yeah, their weather pattern is opposite of ours. I think like when we go in the fall, they go in the spring. When we go in the winter, like they in the dead of summer right now.
Yeah, and if the climate is going so bad and so off here, imagine over there.
Well, how much are humans to blame for this then? Due
global
to
warming?
Global warming, due to all of our pollution and all that stuff, the use of fossil fuels. Is that the reason? And if that's the case, do we have to start changing our habits? like,
I think we do. I think that should have been.
We're big consumers. We consume a lot from this planet.
Yeah, I think that should have been done like 4 or 5 years ago. We should have started doing this because it just keeps going to shit.
We knew that climate change was a thing 20 years ago.
Yeah.
The fossil fuel industries were like creating propaganda to.
Because it's always about money.
Yeah. And you gotta hold the big industries accountable. Yes, you can do what you can do, but it's really these big industries that are pumping toxic stuff into the environment.
And that's what I said. Mother Earth she got her revenge. Unfortunately, it's Australia, but Mother Earth is talking in that regard. As human beings, I think once again. I think a lot of these world powers and these governments have a plan. I just think that the peons are not available to it. I think that they look to control populations through disease and, those type of things. And if some people burn up, it's going to be a tragedy, but, it'll be course correction. Unfortunately, I notice how the world is taken care of.
You remember the Amazon thing? We were just talking about, y'all wanted y'all's land? Yeah. Okay, now all of a sudden it's burnt.
Yeah, that's good. That's how powerful governments move.
Same thing was going on in Cali and all that stuff, like the fires and everything. See, that stories like this and all that stuff, like global warming and fires and everything, that stuff scares me more than like the speculations of World War III, because like that's affecting like our planet and like it seems like we're just kind of like Mother Earth is like dying slowly. And it's like, it doesn't seem like there's nothing that we can really do about that because we're consumers.
We have 12 years, I think that's what they say.
12 years?
Past the 12-year limit, you have like irreversible change in the climate that we can't really do anything.
Yeah, I think AI is going to figure out a way to kill us. It's going to be, for real. I think we've created AI. Terminator about to come true. Not us, though.
That's just the end of it. Like, that's what it seems. Like, everyone is just like, World War III's happening, so you can die like this, or you can die with the world dying and it's going to start all over.
Who knows?
Or they're going to create a matrix and put our minds in it. Wow. I mean, for real, I truly believe, like...
Yeah, I mean, I can see that.
Like, we're the problem as human beings,
Or like, say when we're like in our 40s, we aren't really just having, like, we're just living like this...
virtual reality. Right, we're just...
Like the world is on fire.
We've all seen Wall-E.
Yeah.
We've all seen Wall-E.
Like the world is on fire around us, but
not realistic.
In our vision, like everything.
In our little.
So, and I would tell you as a young man, I never envisioned it. I never thought that like it could be reality. But just seeing where we at, and looking at how computers have progressed. I mean, I came up when there were rotary phones. I don't mean to date myself, but I was hard pressed. Yeah, I was very hard pressed to believe that the Terminator would legit come true. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would have artificial intelligence. And so, I can only imagine what the next 20 to 60 years are going to be like if it's hot. I imagine, it's probably going to be some people dying, and rich people are going to continue to be rich, and poor people are going to continue to be poor.
We're going to start selling water.
Air.
Air. Put my air on my mama name.
Start selling air. We'll have to start walking around with like air bubbles on.
Oh my god, we're gonna be like Sandy.